Hey, and welcome back to my channel. This is Natasha Ifoma, and today we're going to talk all about Turks and Caicos. I did have a layover in Miami before I got there. There's my airport food. It was about a 4-hour flight. It would have been 4 hours if it was a straight flight. And do you see that water? It was absolutely stunning from beginning to end. I absolutely love Turks and Caicos. Make sure you keep watching the video so you can get details on everything I did and where I stayed. I landed on the island of Providenciales, and it didn't take very long to get through immigration. I had heard some horror stories about it, but I didn't have any problems. I stayed at an Airbnb in order to save some money because Turks and Caicos will take all your coins, and I mean all of them. It's a very expensive island. So it was just more beneficial for me to get an Airbnb. So this was the Airbnb. That was the pool for the Airbnb. It was a 2-bedroom Airbnb, and it was dope. It was about a 3-minute walk to the beach. There was housekeeping, and we also rented a car. So it was the perfect stay. The car rental came in handy to go on the excursions that we did, to go to the supermarket and such. I wanted to cook in order to save money on food, but the supermarket was everything was so expensive. Oh my goodness. But it was still saving money compared to what we would have spent in restaurants every time we were hungry. So I didn't mind that. Again, bring your coins. Bring your coins. Everything was about a 10-15 minute drive away. We were driving on the other side of the road compared to where we drive in America, so that was a challenge, but it was doable. Everybody was very nice as far as driving on the roads. I really wasn't playing when it came to saving our money. We made our own pina coladas. Like, I literally bought the pineapples and the coconut so I could make it. I made breakfast every day. So it definitely made a huge difference in pricing. Like I said, the beach was about 5 minutes away. It was about a 3-minute walk, not even 5 minutes, right across the street from where we were staying. And it was a private beach, which was so dope. It was empty, and I absolutely loved it. It was so beautiful. The water was crystal clear. There was some seaweed, so I wouldn't put it in my top 3 beaches, but top 5 for sure, even with all the seaweed in the water. I was able to swipe something off my bucket list. One of the first things I did was a clear boat photo shoot. I was so disappointed because I wanted the boat that had the flowers in it so it could be a little bit different than the boat's pictures that everybody else takes. Unfortunately, the company claimed that somebody stole the flowers, so I wasn't able to do a flower boat photo shoot. But nonetheless, I did have a great time with the photo shoot. It is with a drone, and you're in a very shallow part of the water, so it's not as scary as it looks when you see the final pictures. And I will show you some of the final pictures here also. The shoot was only about 30 minutes, and the guy was very, very thorough. It took all different types of angles, so I had a really, really good time. I do want to take this time to thank you so very much for coming to watch a video on my channel, whether this is your first time or whether you've been here before. Thank you so much. If you find it in your heart to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I post a new video. If you also leave a comment, that helps to grow our community. It also helps me to know what kind of content you're interested in so I can keep putting out more. Thank you again so very much. Here is the final edit. I got one video and probably like 75 photos. So it was pretty good for the $140 price that I paid. I did mention that everybody was really nice in Turks and Caicos, but everybody was kind of dry. It was like no personality. I was just like, hello, hi. I think it's because everything is too damn expensive. Right after the photo shoot, I went to one of 2 of the places that I went out to eat the whole time I was at Turks and Caicos, and that was the Conch Shack. It's definitely a famous attraction, so I wanted to give it a try. They do have live music on Wednesdays and Sundays, but I was there on a Monday, so I didn't get to experience that. Of course, we tried the conch fritters, which were pretty good. My son got some chicken, rice and peas, and mac and cheese. I had some Johnny fries. It had like a black bean sauce over it. I was not crazy about that at all. The wings were pretty good. Chicken fingers and french fries from my other baby, and some sauteed shrimp. Everything was pretty good. It was okay. Nothing to really, like, you don't absolutely have to go if you're there, but it was a nice stop. And this was the beach that's right outside of the restaurant. They had cute little picture ops, so you can definitely take advantage of that. Back to me and my home cooking. I made easy meals like spaghetti for dinner, and they tore it up. It was so good. It was definitely a lifesaver. The next day we went on another excursion. It was ATV riding. They allowed my 17-year-old son to ride his own ATV, and we had some beautiful views of everywhere that we drove through. It was somewhat through the dirt roads, and then it was some on the street. It was really cool. I had definitely had a good time doing that. And we had some steak from the supermarket, so they allowed us to use the grill at the Airbnb, so that was another plus. There was a bayou behind the cabins in the Airbnb, and I don't know if it's really a bayou. I think I just made that up, but that was right next to where we were grilling the steak. The steak came out so very good, and we had that with some broccoli and some rice. So another easy meal under our belts, and for way cheaper than it would have been for 4 people at a restaurant. We spent a lot of time at the beach, and it was really, really empty. And that's what I liked about it. It was like we almost had the whole beach to ourselves. It was private access only for the people that were staying in the homes that we were in. So I really enjoyed that part of it. The privacy was such a plus. The water was so warm. It was just dreamy. I said that it wasn't in my top 3 beaches because I remember the beach in St. John, the beach in St. Thomas, and the beach in Anguilla, and I just remember enjoying those beaches like amazing. I've never seen anything like it in my life, so I'm gonna stick to that. It's not in my top 3, but definitely my top 5. And the kids had a ball as well. I did decide to have one night out without the kids. We did go to Aziza Restaurant and Lounge, and it was lit in there. We went on a Tuesday night. They didn't close until 2 o'clock in the morning. This was the menu. They had so many options. The calamari was so good, and I really enjoyed everything about this restaurant. The music, on point. Like, it's really, if you're into hip-hop and R&B and that sort of stuff, it's the perfect place to go. I definitely had a good time in there, and the food was so very good. The aesthetics were absolutely beautiful. There were some girls that were there for a girls trip, and they were having a ball. The hookah was really good too. These are the lamb chops that I had. Loved them. I finished them the next day. Every last little drop I had, all of it. And as you can see, there was definitely a lot of people partying in there, having a good time. And it was just a good time. I enjoyed it. Before leaving, I did want to try something that I've never done before. I saw a lot of car skis on Instagram, and I said, we have got to do this. So I was able to find a 4-seater, and we were able to do the car ski, and it was a half-an-hour ride. They also let my son drive, and it was such a ball. So you're like doing the jet ski, except you're in a car, and it goes really fast. He made me a little nervous when he was driving, but it was a lot of fun. I definitely had tons of fun doing that. Definitely would recommend it to anybody going to Turks and Caicos who can do a car ski ride. It was just dope. Of course, you know I had to take advantage of the picture ops. I loved it. It was just so dope. Make sure to leave a comment if you need any further information on where I rented the jet ski or the ATVs or anything about the trip that I didn't mention in the video. It was definitely just a last minute, chill out, try not to spend too much money type of trip, but we want to go to an island thing. So I didn't do much. This was pretty much it. This was the gist of the trip, but I had an amazing time, and I would go back to Turks and Caicos. I definitely want to experience Noah's Ark, which is like a beach party, like a water party. You're actually in the middle of the water, and that's on Sundays. And then they also have a fish fry, which is on Thursdays. I went from a Sunday to a Wednesday, so I didn't really have time to experience either one of those. So I definitely would go back for that. Thank you so much again for coming to watch a video. I really truly appreciate it. I hope that you found some value in this video, and if you did, I hope that you would let me know by leaving a comment, and make sure you like and subscribe. I do have a couple more videos coming out, but I am taking a break from traveling, so I won't have as many videos. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out some of my older videos of the places that I've been. I've been so many places in 2023 and 24, and I'm having a blast, and I'm definitely enjoying sharing it with you. And I can't wait to do it again. Talk soon.